Excitement, well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The AFC heading out on offense, and leading him is number 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, in his first ever Pro Bowl.
Get your tux, get your best suit. Let's head to the red carpet. NFL Honors is coming up, and he will be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP. And let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times to come in future years.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The starting unit for the AFC, definite Pittsburgh connection on that offensive line. 3 Steelers in Villanueva, Pouncey, and DeCastro. Also in that starting group, Quentin Nelson, the rookie from Indy at left guard, and the Titans' Taylor Lewan, selected to his 3rd straight Pro Bowl at right tackle. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Mahomes firing complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Starters defensively for the NFC, they have 9 guys with Pro Bowl experience. The 2 rookies, while they're in the secondary, both of the Chicago Bears, Kyle Fuller at corner, Eddie Jackson, the free safety. They join a 3-timer in the Eagles, Malcolm Jenkins, and an 8-time Pro Bowler in Patrick Peterson of Arizona. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down for Patrick Mahomes. What a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Aaron Donald with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the NFC for their initial drive. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Starters for the NFC across the O-line. It's Tyron Smith of Dallas at left tackle. Brandon Brooks of the Eagles at left guard. You got Alex Mack, the center of the Falcons. Another Cowboy, Zach Martin at right guard. And then Teron Armstead of the Saints holding down the right side. Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Barkley. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. The starting defense now for the AFC.
Many times as we open a game, we talk about guys who are drafted in the 1st round, but how about the undrafted players? In this case, safety Tashawn Gibson, who's made the most of his time in the NFL, becoming a starter in the league, and since 2012 has 20 interceptions, the most for undrafted players in that time frame.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. We're scoreless after 1. The NFC with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Alex Erickson. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score, going totally opposite what it should be.
Well, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The 2 punters, so Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something during, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down, he finds a way to convert.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On the counter, here's Bell. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes, throw left side complete. It's Bell. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now Mahomes. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the AFC on the board first. It's 3-0.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here comes Kansas City. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, Mahomes. And Walker has it. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Mahomes going to throw. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the AFC adds on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with an AFC touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Bengals' Geno Atkins on the stop. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. So we're at halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with the AFC out on top. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Boy, this AFC team has figured something out. They've got the lead again, looking to make it 3 in a row since the game moved to Orlando in 2017. So the question, what can the NFC do to come back? We'll ask that of our guys as we send you back to Camping World Stadium.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The NFC offense heads out to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And it's complete. Hooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Play action. Now Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, we've talked about this game being hosted here in Orlando, and you and I are quite familiar with this place, especially you. You live, what, 20, 25 minutes from here?
Yeah, not bad at all, right? An easy trip to come right to the studios here in Orlando. You, of course, have to give a little bit more effort, a quick flight, then you're here, but you've learned this city quite well. And how about it, the Madden Studios right here in Orlando? That's where Coach...
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now it's Mahomes again. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 44-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 18.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Mahomes now to throw, and that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try and find guys you're familiar with in a game like this.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place. But in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play? Which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Wentz now on first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here's Wentz to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 33. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
We got 3. We got 3. 3 down.
Again, it's Wentz. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now Wentz again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 13-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. The numbers for the NFC on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Wentz to throw again. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Back out is the AFC offense. And I tell you what, the AFC continuing their good run of form the last few years. They're on their way to making it 3 straight wins here at the Pro Bowl.
So what they're telling us by their play is that it actually does mean something, doesn't it? We always say, the Pro Bowl, what does it actually mean? There is pride in their conference, and the AFC showing their pride in a big way over the last few seasons.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety.
Offense.
Well, obviously that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing on first is Wentz. He completes it to Tate. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz caught right side. It's Jeffrey. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw again on 2nd down, Wentz. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Wentz. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 27-yard line. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, Nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.